When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was to make everybody happy and to please everybody. And it made me feel good to be liked. And as an adult and as a business owner, I can't have that same mindset. It doesn't work anymore. And I wanted to give you an analogy. We're all born as islands. We're all born individually. And there are issues and waves of issues every day, every second in our lives. And those waves are hitting our shoreline. And how do we approach those issues? How do we absorb those waves? Do we give in to them? Do we defend them? It happens at home. It happens in your relationships. It happens in my relationships. And it happens at work, in the way that we navigate life with other people. And as I've gotten older, I've taken on an identity of making sure that I don't just give in to the waves of issues that come knocking on my door, knocking onto my island's shores. If I did, and I was Sandy Shores, all those issues would come in and they'd take that sand and they'd bring it back out into the ocean. And then they'd come back in and they'd take my footprint and I'd be giving my footprint away. And eventually, I wouldn't have an island to stand anymore because all my foundation would be absorbed and shared and given away to other people with other issues. Encountering that and seeing that, I decided to have Stoney Shores, and that's the title of this particular vlog.
Matt shared this story with me when I was making a transition in my career from music to corporate America. I was often thinking about how other people might perceive me and what other people might want, but that's Sandy Shores. And I want to have Stoney Shores. And what that means for me is that I need to have my own plan and my own convictions in myself and have the confidence to say no and have the confidence to stand up and do what I believe is best for me. And that's something that I learned from Matt, and that's why I really love the Stoney Shores philosophy.
Stoney Shores, while may be abrasive when issues of problems come and hit me, and they're not necessarily my issues, but they're issues that I have to give all my attention and energy to, I'm standing my ground. I'm sharing that I have I've got a spine and I'm holding firm on what I believe and what my core values are. And consequently, over time, people know and they see me as being somebody who has core values, a firm footprint. And while those waves of issues keep coming, they're not taking away my footprint. Because if they had, and all of a sudden my footprint disintegrates, no longer do they respect me. No longer will they look at me as something of a substantial presence. I would just be part of the ocean and no longer have a footprint in their mind.